Okay, hello everyone. My name is Amber Ballard and I am your host today. Welcome to the fourth episode of the Her Platform, Her Story podcast. And today I'm with Alexa, your Miss Virginia Ultimate USA Teen 2026. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've been looking forward to this and I was really upset that we couldn't do it yesterday because Instagram was having issues, but I'll let you go ahead and start by telling us about yourself and your platform.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Alexa. I'm the current Miss Virginia Ultimate USA Teen and the founder of my nonprofit, Beacon of Hope and Healing, which I started 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, about when I started pageantry. And it really has been so much more than a platform for me because coming from a military family and having struggled with mental health myself, I realized that so many other people were going through similar things, and I wanted to be that resource for others. So over the past 4 years, I've established a network of partner organizations through my nonprofit that helps provide people with the right healing resource for their needs. And it's all about just embracing your mental health healing journey and recognizing that it's going to look different for everybody, and that's the beauty along the way.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Can you share the story that inspired your passion for your nonprofit?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I mentioned, I come from a military family. Both my parents actually served in the Air Force for over 20 years. So, service is something that really runs deep for us, and it impacted my dad a lot, especially. He struggled with PTSD for years, and that turned into alcoholism and just really had a negative effect on him and our whole family, which is something that a lot of people don't necessarily realize that everyone in a military family is affected in some way or another. So, that put me in a really dark place for a while. And I didn't know where to go for help. I felt like regular therapy wasn't really doing it for me, and I didn't know where to go. So, after finally finding the right creative resources for myself, and my mom recognizing that I needed that light, like she was the original beacon for me that inspired Beacon of Hope and Healing, and I wanted to be that light for others. So, that's really the story that inspired it, and just how it's grown over the past 4 years has been really special to my heart.
Oh my gosh, well, I'm glad that, you guys were able to get through that. That's really hard. My grandpa served in Vietnam in the army, so he also deals with PTSD and all that. So I don't, yeah, I'm not like, I don't live with my grandpa, but I could like sort of understand how it would be similar. How has your platform changed your life personally?
I really started saying that it has given me my purpose. When I was in middle school and high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to be. I was like, maybe I'll be a doctor. I want to help people. But after founding my nonprofit and really seeing how much I could pour into others and just really relate and connect with people, I realized that this is what I was meant to be doing. And it really helped me find my passion for neuroscience as well, which is what I'm studying now in college. So all of that kind of goes together as I'm looking to pursue a career as a biomedical researcher and maybe one day find a cure for PTSD.
Nice. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, what do you wish? You've touched on this a little bit, but what do you wish more people like understood about your nonprofit or your cause?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to PTSD. One being that you don't have to be from a military background to be affected by it. PTSD can affect anybody, but also just what I still think is the biggest part of the stigma around mental health that remains today is that asking for help makes you weak. And it's really the opposite of that. And that's something that I really try to encourage through advocacy and setting up my table at farmers markets and posting on social media and just helping people understand that the strongest thing that you can do is ask for help. And it will never make you weak, recognizing that you're not okay. And there are people out there who want to help you.
Right. Okay, what are some common misconceptions about your platform and how can we as a society help diminish them?
So, kind of going back to that, I think it's just realizing that everyone's journey is going to look a little bit different, and that's okay. What I've experienced may not look the same as what another military family has experienced or what a veteran has experienced, but being open to just understanding and listening first, I think, is the biggest thing, and just helping to break that wall because, especially as civilians, sometimes you don't know how to connect with a veteran. Like we've never experienced military life, and even me as a dependent, I haven't really understood fully what my parents can go through, so there's definitely a wall there to break down, and that's really what I try to do through educational posts and going forward.
Nice. Okay, I've been looking forward to this, but what have you done so far with your nonprofit? Like, share everything because I want to know.
Absolutely. So, a lot. It really, the first couple years were just kind of trying to build resources. So, throughout the DMV, I now have a variety of partner organizations that offer things from animal therapy to music therapy and team retreats and everything in between. So, really just offering kind of those holistic healing approaches. So, it was a lot of networking that way. And I would set up a table with information at farmers markets almost every weekend and just really getting the word out there, word of mouth. And then 2 years ago, I hosted my first charity fundraiser called the Beacon Buddy Bash, which was all about emphasizing how much animals can benefit our mental health. So, really, just having a community based event was so special. And Davina, if she's still watching, actually came to it, which was so cool. Um, and then I also published my first children's book, Buford's Purposeful Day, which allowed me to connect to students in classrooms a lot more and really just start that education in the classroom. It can be a heavy topic talking about mental health and PTSD, but I think when we bring it up in a lighthearted manner, and obviously not talking about the gruesome details, but just bringing up that it's okay to talk about your emotions and helping people understand that they can be the light in others' lives and that they have their own unique purpose. So that really gave me another outlet to reach out to students. And I'm working on something really exciting, hopefully coming out later this summer to keep branching off of that. But those are some of the big
Nice.
milestones so far.
Nice. Oh my gosh, I love that. What has been your most like favorite experience so far?
Definitely just like seeing everything come to fruition with hosting my own charity fundraiser, like starting that was insane. But I think one of the ones that's the most special to my heart has been whenever I get in a classroom and I see a little girl or boy look at me and just see that they understood and they connected with what I was saying, and then I can see a little bit of myself in them. And there was one girl that just ran up and gave me a hug after I presented to them this last Friday, and it was like one of my last visits before summer, and just so special to see that kids are really understanding mental health and processing that. And I asked them if they knew what affirmations were, and they're like, "Oh yeah," like saying like I'm proud of myself, I'm beautiful. And I was like, "It's so cool that kids are really understanding that." And I don't even like I'm not needed anymore, you know?
Right. That's funny. Okay, so tell me about Miss Ultimate USA and its mission.
Yes, so I am currently the Miss Virginia Ultimate USA teen, and I got to compete last year as well. So this is one of the national scholarship pageant organizations, and I'm so excited to be a part of it for another year because it really has changed my life for the better, and I think just allowed me to be my most ultimate self. Something that I really love about Miss Ultimate USA is not only their values and how they promote girls to have their own ultimate service initiatives and just getting out there and active in their communities, but their own nonprofit Mirror Mirror project is something that is really special to me. And I started my video series here on Instagram called Mirror Talk Monday, where I've been able to combine some of the ideas of my nonprofit and mental health advocacy with the mission of the Mirror Mirror Project, which is all about self love and realizing that you do not ever have to change yourself for anyone's standards but your own.
Oh my gosh, I love that. What is your favorite area of competition that you're looking forward to at nationals?
I've started to really love interview. I feel like that's always been one that I'm like, I don't get too nervous for, but I've really loving to just like get to chat with the judges. But recently, Fun Fashion or Ultimate Runway has been so cool for me. Last year, I made my own Ultimate Runway outfit completely from
Hmm.
scratch, and there may be a
Wow.
little theme happening again this year. And I'm super excited to hit the stage on that and just show my stuff off.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a little fun question now. What, now that summer's out, would you say like summer's your favorite season or is it like another one?
You know, I've kind of always been a winter fall
Okay.
girly. I love like when the leaves start to change colors and you just get those cozy vibes, like curling up, watching movies, eating snacks in the fall. I love Halloween and just like binge watching movie marathons. And growing up in Germany, I feel like skiing and like mountains have always had a special place in my heart. So it like takes me
Oh,
back whenever we get good winters. And now
I
going to Chicago, I feel
love
like I have to.
that. Nice. I didn't know you from Germany. Oh my
I lived there for
gosh.
4 years.
Wow, okay, nice. Okay, so what are you most looking forward to about nationals this summer?
I'm so excited for everything and just to soak
Yeah.
up every minute, honestly. But to meet all of our team contestants, we have a little group chat going and everyone's been introducing themselves and it's so cool. Like everyone's doing such cool things and I'm really excited to just feel the sisterhood again, connect with my new friends, old friends, and just enjoy every minute of the week.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. How did Well, I know how you probably felt when you won because I saw you and you're so excited, but how did you feel when you won the Virginia title?
Yeah, it was so just like a full circle moment. Again, I competed last year, but I took an appointed title because I was actually out of town during the state pageant. So I was so excited that I was able to compete in person. And state pageant weekend was kind of a whirlwind for me because I flew in the morning after everyone else had interviewed because I had a midterm exam the day before.
Mm,
So it was like kind of everything all in one day. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have fun, do my best, and not really set too many expectations. I was like, if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, then that's okay. But it really just made my heart so full, like hearing that my name was called, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, immediately saw my mom holding up my fat head, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
I remember that was I don't when we were doing like the optional show and then like the final walks and everything, I think I actually saw your mom holding it up or it was in her hand or it was maybe it was like during rehearsal. I think the parents were allowed in there. I saw her
She's just
holding
always got it.
like I
She's
think I
checked
also
me
saw that
daily.
at nationals last year too, and I was just like, how do I get one of those? Because I want my mom to be holding that up when
Lori
I'm
the
on
Runway,
stage.
one of our sponsors, they have such good merch.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So have you attended any like community events, appearances, or service projects with the Virginia title so far to
I
promote your
have.
platform?
Yeah, so I kind of hit the ground running when I got back home from school. I really wanted to make the most of this year. The day I got back from my finals, I got to be in a parade with my sister queens and just get the word out there about Miss Ultimate USA and have so much fun. I got to throw the first pitch at a baseball game a few weeks ago, which was just so many cool things. Like I mentioned a couple weeks ago, I got to get into a classroom and present to kids and do some affirmations, which we filled in our little butterfly wings about Buford's Purposeful Day, who is a butterfly I didn't mention, and just making those powerful words about ourselves and getting the message of the Mirror Project out there too.
Nice. Last title holder question. So as the Miss Virginia Ultimate USA teen, how do you inspire others to become involved in your cause and has this at all been effective?
Yeah, so I mean, really, just like I said, Miss Ultimate USA is kind of a new organization, and my nonprofit's been around for a few years, but I think word of mouth to spread awareness. So anytime that I make an appearance and people ask me about Miss Ultimate USA, I give them all the information I can, like on my autograph cards. I have links to the websites, and I'm excited to get more recruitment. One of my goals, if I were to win the national title, is to get all of my sister queens and I during our queen trips to make visits to schools, churches, military bases, especially, and just really share what Miss Ultimate USA is about. So I'm really excited to keep growing it that way, and I have a lot of plans for my reign.
Oh my gosh, I hope you win. I'll be following you while you're at nationals and I'm gonna be just sharing everything. I actually did see your post about the baseball game a couple weeks ago and I
Yeah.
was like, I should have done that when I was the Virginia teen and I never did stuff like that. But if I ever do win another state title, I would definitely be taking some notes from you because you just do so much and I just admire you for just everything that you've done. And ever since I met you at nationals, I've just been like rooting for you, and then when you joined the Virginia pageant, I'm like, please, I want Alexa to win.
Thank you so much. That means so much.
Okay, so this is another little fun thing. What is a hidden talent that you have?
Oh, okay. So I'm left-handed. I don't know if that counts as a hidden talent, but that's
Okay.
something unique about me. And I used to be able to make my tongue into like a three-leaf clover. I don't know if I can still do it.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like I don't know if it's a talent. Kind of gross, but
Oh my gosh. I remember being in like elementary school and like we all went through that phase of trying to like do stuff with our tongue and I could never do it. And I was like, I don't understand how others could do that. Okay, so this is the last question before we wrap up. If listeners could take away one message from your story and your platform, what would you want it to be?
that there truly are brighter days ahead. That's kind of the motto of my nonprofit is be a beacon for brighter days. You know, you can feel really trapped in darkness right now, but what's meant for you will not pass you by, and there's so many greater things out there. It never hurts to ask for help, and there are so many people out there who want to make you be the best version of yourself, but that has to start with you first. And I hope that this conversation helps somebody out there just feel a little bit brighter about themselves, and that's always my goal, to leave places just a little bit brighter than I found them. So I'm so excited that I got to talk with you today.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad it finally happened,
Yeah.
because once I started my podcast, I was like, I need Alexa on here because her platform and her nonprofit and everything that we just talked about is stuff that I want people to know about, along with everyone else that I've already had on here. But I'm like, I need her on here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. I wish you the best of luck in nationals. Again, I'll be following your journey. And to everyone watching, please support Alexa while she is at nationals. Okay, well, yeah, thank you so much again for joining me. And our next episode is tomorrow with Davinia. I don't know if she's still watching, but yeah, we have her tomorrow. So we'll be learning about her platform, and I'm really excited for that too. But I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.